Oh shit, wrong screen. That's okay. I don't think I had anything sensitive there. It's always scary when you have everything pulled up and then you see something like pull up immediately and it's like, oh, you're not supposed to be there, especially if you're private. Thankfully, I don't have much private, but conversations, you know. Hey. Why did I get everything set up? Hello, my name's Unscather. I'm back for another stream. And apparently my voice is already failing me, even though I just started streaming. And I already talked today, and I was like, wait a second, my voice is fine. What's going on here? And why do I see a part of a picture of an anime girl on my screen? Or boy, you don't know. It's Gumi. It's my waifu. So it's Coral. Okay. And you see a lot of other messes and other stuff. What the hell is going on? Okay. If you're on YouTube, you have the chance, or you have the ability to look at my past streams and videos. But this is not my first time doing this. Twitch, you don't have that luxury, so you'd have to go to YouTube to see out the past. But I'm still going to explain everything. This is a speedrun. I have done speedruns for this game before, and I don't do them often, so I have to kind of like relearn the game, which I'll do very quickly. But what this game is, this is Inspector Parker. It is a puzzle-based game where I'm just going to choose a very random level. And we're going to go to the easiest mode. You have to figure out where clues are lined up within the house and determine who done what, which the game will automatically choose. I think it's just randomized. But you'll figure out based on clues, which you can read through them. So, for example, this is the maid, which I think her name was Harry. I don't remember names. I know where things were. Okay, I know where things were. Housekeeper, aren't I? Portia was in a room somewhere to the right of Maurice on the same floor. So Maurice is the guy in yellow, Portia is the guy in pink / red. And what this clue tells us, since it says Portia was in the room somewhere to the right of Maurice on the same floor, we know that Maurice cannot be to the right of Portia. So we're going to cancel that. We just right click and we'll cancel out Portia. So now we know that these configurations are possible. So Maurice has to be somewhere on the left, Portia on the right. Alright, so that gives us a bit of a head start. We also know that Portia is going to be to the left of Boris. And this is what's said right here. I think her name's Olivia, I don't remember. Earlier last night, I noticed that Boris was in a room somewhere to the right of Portia on the same floor. So, by process of elimination, we now know the configuration, and they'll highlight like this, of the murderers. Or suspects for murder. Another way we can tell this without having to read one of the clues is we're able to also look at the position just from the icons themselves. The question mark is what we'll see. We're not going to see any numbers or any triples. We're just going to see two beings, two items, or two things, and they'll have either a vertical or a horizontal displacement. So in this case, we're looking at Maurice, and a knife, which is going to be above him. So we know that the knife has to be in this room. Similarly, we know that the poison has to lie above Portia. And by process of elimination, the revolver then has to be in the final room. Oh, Jesus, that's loud. And that's pretty much it. I need us to do one thing real quick. Just lower the sounds a little bit. Let me replay that. I didn't test this part because I was just gonna do it on stream. I was like, yeah, what's the worst that can happen, right? And this is apparently the worst that can happen. Okay. And it's been so long since I've done this, I now have to be able to recognize the icons and click on them without having to cancel them out. Okay, that's still loud as fuck. Jesus. Music is still kind of loud, but we just won't hear the scary, dairy thunderstorms that I was played with a long time ago. Whenever I was a kid, I played this game as a kid, and that's why I'm playing it now. I love this game. Anytime you make a mistake on a board, so let me show it right now, actually, just to test once more. So let's say you cancel a clue that is supposed to be there, or you click on a clue that's not supposed to be there. So we know that Morse has to be to the left of Portia. So Portia is definitely to the left. Thunderstorm. But you don't really hear it because I've turned down the sound. Let me quickly solve this to see if we're in good standing. Okay, I can turn it up a little bit then. Oh. Now, that was not a sound I was expecting, but I will take it. All right. So, that's pretty much it. That's all there is to the game. When we get to later levels, even if there are clues that can be in a room, there will be more rooms than there will be clues. So some rooms will be empty. On certain maps, when there are an odd configuration of rows or columns, aka rooms, then we can definitively set an item to a specific room. However, it depends on the layout. The earlier levels will be able to show that. Let me do one quick thing. This is not my run, but I just want to make sure that I can try something, because we can skip. And I forgot how to perform this skip, so I need to remember that. Okay, escape key. Last time I ran this, and I rewatched the video, there was and I accidentally just ran the timer. There was a way to skip the whole animation cutscene, so I need to remember to do that as I press the shift key. I don't remember when I pressed the shift key. I think it was when the puzzle was done. I have the video set up, actually. So you're gonna quickly hear this in the background. Actually, I'll just even mute it so I can see when I stop the timer. As you can see, I am very prepared for today. Okay. Let's see. So last time I set a record for 47 minutes and 5 seconds. I was able to retrieve the original source file I had for recording the runs. Okay. It looks like once we complete the puzzle, immediately I can press the button. I think I was a little slow on pressing it, so I did not get the exact time down. But that should be when we stop the clock. Okay. You're gonna see like and again, you're gonna see my desktop quite a lot because this is an old Windows XP and Windows, like this came out in 2003. So it's either I play with this full screen so I can see the full screen, or I have to play in a very small 640 by 480 screen, which I cannot alter the window size of. So I'm just gonna take the full screen and take the scuff between. Okay, so we're gonna play career. The mode is going to JK, I forgot to do one more thing. I need to see when I started the timer. I think it was when we pressed the first button to start the level. Let's see. When did I start the... Okay. It looks like whenever, and I mistimed it too on the video, whenever I start the level by pressing, I'll show you where it is when we do it. Oh, OBS, I forgot. Okay. One last thing. if I am going to read YouTube chat as well. Okay, sorry. One last thing before we get started. I may not be able to read chat for a good period of time, and I should probably actually type that. Because normally I'm actually pretty fast when it comes to responding to chat, but today is going to be an exception because speedrun. Okay. I promise I'm about to do the run. I promise. But yeah, I just want to get everything set up. Okay. I'm gonna wait for the video to come up, and we're gonna start time when the play button right here is pressed. We'll split anytime we press the play button until we have the final level. And that makes it a lot easier. I can escape to skip the cutscene, and then we can get into the next level. All right, I'm rusty. This may take a few tries, but we're gonna see how this goes. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Of course, we had this start today. I was actually a little bit slow to get started on that. And as the game progresses, you'll see some more difficult designs that come in with the level schema, which is pretty cool, I would say. I really love how these turned out. And it's a great time to kind of just appreciate the design of the game. It's simple, yet quite distinct. And I do so appreciate that quite a bit. This is where you can see I'm a bit rusty. But more than likely I'll speed up as we get going. As you can see, a few things pop up here and there. Like, for instance, I am not used to... Shit, that was a premature split. So I'm not used to using the tool as much. This stuff I'll have to be a bit careful with. I typically, and I forgot I did this, but I typically ignore the vertical clues until I have at least set. Okay, there we go. That's a correct split. So we got pretty good right there. So now we have these two with force above the knife. Oh, I did forget to say as well, it is okay to make mistakes as long as I don't fail the level. So I just need to make sure I don't do that. This one's a bit more difficult because there are now 2 rows of... Screw that right there. There are 2 rows of possibilities. So now, and this will be prevalent in the more difficult levels, I can't necessarily choose something that is vertically present anymore. I have to be careful in what I select. So right here is a big one. If I don't have the direct clues, which now we're getting to a second page, then I have to be careful and patient to only select it once it's available. Till later, yeah, we'll just have to wait it out, I suppose. See, there's the thunder, because I'm impatient. Okay. I'm not allowed any more mistakes, but I feel like this is kind of cheesing it as well. This game is actually not a traditionally... this game is not allowed for official speedruns. Like, there's a speedrunning website. The category does not count because it is a puzzle, randomly generated puzzle. and that's the basis of the game. Some games can have randomly generated assets, which is fine. For example, Terraria, since we have been playing Terraria quite a bit, that's fine to use. However, because this game is predominantly set on random generation for how it runs, it does not count as a category, so, which I'm not mad about or anything. I'm still gonna play it. I'm still gonna see if I can go for fast time in it, because I love it. I love this game. To me, it is a classic. I feel like that was an accident, but a happy accident. I feel like if people were to run this, they would be a lot more efficient than me. I guess the proper English is than I. Because I am. Hehehe. Okay. I think we have everything else we need. Beautiful. Okay, this is an easier floor because everything is directly corresponded to one room. And there will be guaranteed placements in the room, so that's great. Like, people would be able to play this without having to click on clues. I need to click on clues, which is a weakness of mine. But, can't use that just yet. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. Because if I try to click on clues, I get lost easily, so, or, yeah. I'm gonna take my clues, please and thank you. I'm gonna start with horizontal only because there is no advantage to using verticals at the moment. Okay. Now we can check for motives, which that's about it. Except for rage. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. I was thinking of doing a category where I run against no mistakes. So if I make a mistake, I'm automatically finished. And I still might try to do that. I don't know why I just got rid of those. I had to think about it for a sec. I also used to think that there was a color coordination between choosing hints to remove, but I don't think there is. Because, yeah, just right there alone, I saw that blue and yellow got mixed up in different directions. One was left, one was right for a turn and swapped. So unfortunately, I don't use the colors to really distinctly, I misclicked. Choose one of these options. Bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. I love this music. Because it really sets the mood for the game. And I think that's wonderful. I misclicked based on my own faults. I identified the incorrect can't even think of the word right now. I need to concentrate. I'm getting way too distracted right off the bat. That is a good set, though, of clues gone. Poison's right there. Axe has to be right there. I don't get why. And I don't want to check just to see why. I'm just going to accept it as is. Move on with my life. Okay. Horizontals, even though there are some verticals that we can use, I'm just going to accept only horizontals just to start off. Makes my life just a little bit easier. I love misclicking, because that will screw me over. It does sometimes screw me over. I otherwise get very lucky with that. Okay. Horizontal and vertical is not allowed. Let's get a review at the top. You can see how sluggish my mouse movements are. Oh, that's how I was saying if someone actually like sped around this, they'd be able to get quicker movements because I am just slow. Okay. Might as well get a few right there. I think I missed some, but that's okay. I'll come back to it eventually. Okay. Oh. Sometimes the hints will tell you everything you need to know, and yet you'll still be oblivious to them. Maybe that's just a me problem. Okay. Go down to 2 pages of clues. Nice. Has to be there. Sometimes it's hard to tell configurations of placements because it looks like something's going to be in one room or in one row, but it turns out to be a separate room. So it's like, oh, that's wrong. And then you look a fool. Beautiful. And that's an example of a room where you can't really tell what's in the yeah. You can't tell where the item is until you only have one instance of it left, which is why I was surprised to see the immediate clue up here. I was like, huh, where do you go? Or why are you there, actually? Okay. This is another example where, even though we have some, this is a practice board, we have some clues readily available to use, I still waited to do verticals until we had everything else. I'm trying to look for any immediate clues that we can use based on the first row, but I didn't see any, or I just skipped over it. Not too sure. But I'm just gonna move forward. Okay. These hints are gonna be a lot better, because once we recognize there is one that can be used. Yeah, see, this vertical is a bit difficult to see. Okay. Okay, no help with Boris, but we do have that help. Now we have the weapons at our disposal. Okay. I forgot no verticals, and yet I went for a vertical. Silly me. That was actually neatly lined. Okay, now we can use verticals. Bam, 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 da, 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 da. There's a mistake. I'll take it. We only get, okay, we still get 2 mistakes. I think I'm going to challenge myself by not allowing any mistakes, because I feel like I'm cheesing the game by taking mistakes. I guess it could be part of strategy too, but I don't know, it just feels cheap to me. Okay. We don't have definitive answers for the anything? Yes. Got the murders out of the way. Thought we just had something there. Now we do. Beautiful. Now we get to the big boards, we have to be a little bit careful. This is going to be kind of like the norm moving forward, though. The design. Shit, I mixed those two up, and I only get 1 miss. But yeah, so I was going to say the design layout, you can see there are a lot of rooms we can go through. This is a big mansion, by the way. And now I'm carefully looking through the different ones. I'm like, I need this to be accurate. At least I want a failed level. In this case, I'll get a little bit careful, or more careful. I'll pay attention closely to the type of hints we're using and make sure I'm not going out of bounds to where we can select a hint to remove. In that case, we minimize chances of making a mistake. But of course, I will probably run into a mistake here sooner rather than later. Not then nice. Okay. That's a lot of money. We have to make sure we're carefully viewing the room configuration so we don't accidentally select the incorrect pattern. Okay, now we have the rage on top. Okay, show on the right. I got a little scared to even click that. I was like, I misclicked. And I should have continued. I could have continued to push for the run, because that didn't kill the run or anything. I hesitated. I got spooked. I got spooked. What you mean, welcome, Xenia? I can't see the dancing little guy right now. Oh, I guess I can since I'm clicked out of the game. There we go. Okay, well, we got a little bit of practice. I think we were at like 17 minutes by the time we made it to the 8th series of rooms. So that was actually good pacing. For being rusty in this game, especially. I think that was amazing. Getting a little G feeling. I need to remember this time, we are allowed to make mistakes. I'm not going to purposely try to make mistakes, but that is an option. Alright. Time starts when we click on the play button, and time will progress to the next split whenever we click on any further play button. The exception being the last level. Once we complete it, last item clicked on successfully will end the run. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, that was fast. Let's start over. I don't like that. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. A lot better this time around. Oh shit, I misclicked it. Okay. Well, that's fine. Surprised there's a lot of things you have to click on this time around. Usually you're given more freebies. Oh shit. Well, that was very lucky. I wasn't supposed to cancel those out because they were on the correct row. Please click. Thank you. I don't know why I did that. Okay. Not a bad start, but could be better. Could be better. I should probably avoid the verticals until we get the initial pieces selected. Okay. Click, please. I'm a little shaky right now. Oh yeah, this would be a good, I had a double take to see that clue. This would be a good one to wait to do the verticals on. Oh wait, we got that one right there. Wrong direction. That one is a meaningful mistake. Well, meaningless because I clicked on the wrong thing without any benefit to myself. But that's a-okay. Beautiful. Okay. I double click by nervousness. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I did get that one pretty nicely though. There's another game in the series that's pretty similar to this one called, that's an accent, called Be Trapped, which I haven't played on stream before. I think that'd be pretty fun to do. It's like Minesweeper. What? Oh, these are the only ones left. In which you have to find traps in a room and disable them, disarm them to find clues about a whodunit kind of scenario. Similar to this game. And I haven't played that one in a long time. I'm not as fond of that one as compared to this. It's still a good time though. It's puzzles. I love puzzles. Now we got that room solved. I keep forgetting to click on that! That's fine. Horizontals only, just get started. Though we do have some immediate hints. That's pretty nice. Okay, so you have to be in that room. I'm just getting so locked in right now. I don't know why I went vertical right there. I shouldn't yet. Ah, we can get vertical. Get vertical with it. Yeah, it sounded weird. That sounded a lot better in my head. Beautiful. I meant to clear that knife, not click it. That's fine. Now we have that hint complete. We know it's gonna be in there. She has to be to the left. I'll avoid verticals for now. Okay, now we can go verticals. That is a lot of money. Good. That's a Mr. Krabs thing. Come on. I'm not used to this mouse sensitivity. I had to make it actually lower than usual. Because of the window size. But it actually acts pretty similar to how I normally play with the window sensitivity. So it's not too bad. It still feels a little awkward though. Alright, nice. Look at that immediate. I was like, yeah, let's go, let's go. It's ready. As an accidental misclick. Which is the one dangers of this game. You will accidentally misclick when you do not mean to. And it scares the dickens out of me when it happens. Even if it is fine to do. It's like, oh, that could have gone so wrong. Okay, that's fine. I used to give these characters names, and I was like thinking of different names for these characters. I was like, ooh. Well, I don't have any creativity in me right now, but... Or rather, focus. That's a baby. That's a misclick. That's a baby. Back to the beginning. I almost clicked on that, but there was a second possibility. So much going on. I did see your message, Xenia, which I'll read after. Still there. Still one left. That I should have not clicked on. World record? Dude, could you imagine a world record in a category which does not exist? Hell yeah. As far as I'm aware, though, unless someone's done it without recording themselves, which is more than likely the case, I'm the only one that's ran this game before. Because again, it's not even an official category on speedrun.com. So you just do this for funsies. Well, I'm curious to see if I can beat my old time, because I think even in my final run where I discovered that you can skip the cutscenes, I still didn't beat the time. So right now my best time is the one on screen, 47, I think it's 08. I'm not looking right now. I thought I was done, and I was ready to press the escape key. I was like, easy, but then no, there's still a page left to go, which makes sense because there's still clues to be clicked. There we go. I did not look at the time. Skipping again the verticals for the first run. Okay. I might miss some clues here and there. That's fine. Boom, 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 down, down. Okay. Slowly getting through them all. And this is what feels the most satisfying, because today I actually do not like the big rooms. They feel like a pain. But just going through the moment of completing the full room, this feels so satisfying. It's like, ooh, we figured everything out. We are the Wineers. Okay, still there. It's gotta do a lot of mental calculations though. It's like, oh, does this belong here? Does this go here? New high score achieved! Fuck! I wish there was some redeems to distract them and cheer you up. Aw, you're so sweet. Me not choking on my own saliva right there. I would be sad, especially if there was a... I will say this right now, if there was a thunder sound redeem from this game exactly, that would scare the shit out of me. So I would not be a fan. Because now I only get one mistake. After that mistake, if I fuck up again, that's game over for the round. If there were an actual speedrun category and I ran it, I would not use sound alerts though. That would be a very bad idea. I'm like, yeah, I got a good run! I got a good run! What the fuck? And then, yeah, that's just thrown right there. It's like, get you real quick. Because that consists of 2 columns instead of 1. I thought I misclicked, or rather misclicked. I selected the wrong item. It's like, oh wait, no, that's supposed to be there still. Sounds fun? No. Play the game. I'm already struggling to stay focused as it is. Misclick that one. Fuck. 2 misclicks. An advantage of making these icons bigger is you'll be more likely to click the correct icon. That's the one complaint about this game. I mean, I say complaint, but there's not really much you can do about it. Selecting another misclick. Selecting the correct item in the correct position can be a bit difficult because of how compact and close they are with each other. So it becomes a little tedious. Especially when you discover, oh, yeah, I wasn't supposed to click that, and now I died. It's happened more times than I am willing to admit. Way more times than I'm willing to admit. If I ever get sound redeem set up, like, again, programmatically through my computer, still waiting for my friend to get back to help me set up the whole commands thing. Which I'm probably just gonna go back to mix it up by this point, because I have waited way too long. But, if I do get that figured out, I can, get a thingy to play audio. I don't know how I'll set it up just yet, but there is a way to do so. I'll just have to download the audio files manually. Finally, something I can click on. Well, I mean, like, left click on. Down, 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 down. Yeah, I do find it satisfying when you're able to just click on everything that's in line. It's like, yeah, you're there. Know it. You know it. Let's just do this thing. Though sometimes you have to think about it. It's like, wait, am I clicking on the right cell? On the right icon? Okay, slowly whittling that one away. So we should have it here soon. I was also thinking of another category. I mean, I thought of this before, it's nothing new. Where you play without hints enabled, so you have to click on things you are sure of to finalize the check. I haven't tried it yet, because I love seeing the hints, but that would make it a lot more challenging, especially for a speedrun. That'd be a lot of fun to do. Painful, but fun. Misclick. It'd be kind of cool to see a game like this where instead of clicking icons, you just have a checklist. And you can just click through those. Though this would be a lot easier to read through. That kind of game would be more difficult. But it'd be maybe a little bit easier to select items. Fuck. There's my one mistake. Looks like we're through everything. So now I'm carefully reading through everything, making sure I don't fuck up, like I just almost did right there. A lot of times I double take though, because I feel like I did something wrong. It's too damn high. Even if I say things out loud, I'm not even going to say them correctly. And then I'll have to be like, oh, wait, no, that's wrong. So I might not even... Sometimes I'll say where things are if I need to focus, sometimes I will not. And they will be backwards. But that's just how my brain operates. Why? I don't know. But that's how it works. Like right now, I don't have the brain capacity to say excuse me when I burp. I don't know if the burp came through, but... A safe strategy, in case, so there's like that whole fish and shovel. If that gets a little confusing, just delete everything that shouldn't be there on that road, then take care of row discrepancies, or column construct data, yeah. Makes it a lot easier. Still not too much in other places happening. Oh, I think I got rid of that because of a mistake. I was like, wait, why is that one selectable? Or not selectable? You got nothing? Yeah, nothing. Oh shit, misclicked that. I'm so glad that there are no same rooms in this difficulty. Because that'd be fun to get through. Oh, that's not selected yet. I was like, wait, why is that not going? I'm still confused. I was like, wait, I'm getting so confused. Why is there nothing I can use? Thankfully, there are more clues to go through. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Alright. Horizontal only. Now I can mix and match. I was really hoping that would be complete. No, that's fine. I just realized my eyes burn a little bit. Wait, I got a miss! And I did not pay attention to where that was. Well. Fuck. Those clues are so far away from each other, though. Makes it a bit more difficult. But once you click on them, it fills the room. Which I love to see. Almost could have failed there. Thankfully, though, once there's just one item left in a room, it is definitely going to be there. It is that kind of configuration. There's nothing? Yeah, there is. Beautiful. We don't have many clues getting through right now, which makes it a little bit more difficult. Just trying to slow down a little bit in case I overwhelm myself. Okay. Back to the grind. This one, no. We did find poison, which means we find poison. Wait, no, that's acid. Fuck. Do have noose right there, which means I have on poison. Still not much we can do with that. That we can do some with, though. Beautiful. I think vertical is going to be our savior by this point. Yeah, because now we can tell where things are. Yes. Now we have that. Hey, Psycho, how's it going? Did you say heckin' peckers? I speed ran that, and I'm scared to click that now. Let's go through that. That's a lot to clear. Nice. Okay, well, that's one row gone. I did mention RNG earlier, and this is a really nice RNG. Okay, hold on. There we go. Be real sad if I fuck this up now. Okay. Really focused right now. No fire free though. So we just have to keep on going with the old system. There we go. Alright, we only have 2 pages left, so that's good. Still no clues on fire, which is a bit sad. We do have the rest of them, which is good, because now we have the poison, which is above the fire. So there goes the fire hint. We have the knife. Oh, we have quite a few things, actually. Okay. I don't even know what's going on right now. I'm like... oh, no. My brain's already exhausted from having to think this much. Let's see... What game is this? This is Inspector Parker. This is a 2003 game where you have to find murderers by solving rooms. It's like a... yeah, it's very puzzly. My army's exhausted by this point. Oh shit. Oh wait, no, we're good. I'll explain more in detail once I can think. Shit. That's our one mistake. Make another one, we fail. Okay, making sure that we are clicking on the correct hints to remove. I like the ones where you can visually displace above or below. That's pretty nice. I should mention this is the last practice board. And then we'll have our final regular board, and that will be the run. I accidentally just looked at the time, and now the pressure's on. Okay. I think I'd much rather make mistake, or rather than make a mistake, I'd rather miss clues that are available. So even though I'm trying to be as careful as I can be, lots of double ticks. Lots of calming breasts. Breasts, yes. Breaths. I can English. And this is to the side. Should have just clicked that immediately. That's okay. All right. Beautiful. Actually, I can get rid of one of these. Up. That's it. Oh. Beautiful. Last page. Oh. Last one. I made a mistake, but thankfully it did not cost. As long as I finish this on my first try, this should be a new record. Because I just saw the time. My right leg was so tensed up, I was like raising it this whole time. I'm like so locked into place. I just relaxed it. Hopefully that doesn't affect how I play. Shit. Okay, we're good. Surprisingly, we have a lot of gaps on one of the two sides for the verticals, so that's good. My thumb's getting tensed up on the mouse. It's like so locked in right now. I can't wait to stretch it out after we finish. Oh, okay, that's fine. I'm like double checking everything before I click on it now. So many column-based hints. So many gags. Oh, more. That is a big one right there. Nice. Now I'm wondering how many clicks you have to do to beat this game. Because there are so many clicks you have to do. Surprised I didn't do this one yet. I was like, wait, didn't I get this last time? And there says, I don't think so. Okay, we finally got our clues. I think those are our first ones. Beautiful, beautiful. There's a lot that I missed, but that's fine. Next rotation. Beautiful. I was so hesitant to move for a second. I'm like, oh. There we go. Good. That did not give a sound. That scared me. Three more pages to go. Beautiful. Please, thank you. We're almost there. Almost. I like that the thumbprints are going down. They're just slowly being molded away. We have to like finally comb this through. It's a bit more tedious when trying to find this out, but now it's finally, everything's coming into fruition. Beautiful. Okay. It feels so good to get my hand out. Oh my god. $44.46. That is amazing. And there we go. We beat it. Now that I can consciously think, this is a puzzle game in which you have to go through clues on the right side. And you have to figure out who and what items were in which rooms at what time. Essentially, place every piece in their respective place. Normally, you can read through the puzzle clues to figure out what's to each side or to each position, but you can also look at the icons to tell you where everything is. Inspecting peckers. Speaking of which, how is Fuda Femboy House going for you, Saika? Alright. There's Gooby for a sec. 44.46 is a new record. And as far as I am aware, this is a world record. Because again, no one plays this competitively like this, or I don't know of any actual records for this game, but that was fun. I'll play a quick, easy level through timed mode. Yeah, my as far as I know, I'm the only one that has sped ran this game. and my prior record was 47 minutes. I'm trying to remember if it was 5 seconds, 3 seconds, how much time it was, but yes, right now that is, as far as I understand, the current world record. Now I just need someone to actually try to beat it. I'm lonely. Okay, this is something else I wanted to show off as well, which is why I chose a non-deadly difficulty. Oh shit. Okay, well, it doesn't care. It doesn't matter how many misses we make. On other difficulty modes, you can actually see visual hints as to how far things are apart. So these have to be 2 rooms apart. These are possible, these are possible, these are not possible. Alright, I guess blood is there. We know that this has to be 2 rooms apart, so these are 3, not possible. Makes it a little bit easier to navigate through everything. This is another one where you know that both items have to be in the same room. So we know that these 2 have to be together. There's also another one below that's a bit unique. We'll get to it in a sec. This one is a room identifier. They know that, we know that the grandpa has to be below the specified room, which makes it pretty easy. I like that one, because it's pretty straightforward, but I don't remember if there's any horizontal ones like that as well. I know it's just vertical. Okay. Now you just go through it like normal and try to find everything you can. Bim, 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 dum, bim, bim. Bim, 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 bim. There's not really much to say else about this game. It's just, it is as it seems, kind of. And that's pretty much it. I don't know what else to say about this game that I haven't said before. I guess I can talk about the other modes, because we are playing timed mode rather than the other mode. And we have a time limit of 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Holy shit, that's actually fast. This game puts a lot of pressure on you to get through the timed elements pretty fast. And I think mistake, let me see. Okay, mistake does not increase the timer. I was like, wait a second. It has to, right? But it did not. I think the deadly timed mode is a bit more forgiving on time. I think it gives 8 minutes to 10 minutes. I'm not going to play through it, but I'm curious to see what it is. Deadly timed mode for 10. Okay, 843 was the score, so we have 10 minutes and 30 seconds. That's actually pretty forgiving. But, oh, okay. It shows an average time, and since we've only done one, well, that's so cool. Skater number 1. I still remember that one other video I made for What the Car. I found a, well, this is closer to when it came out, but I found a way to get the minimal time on a level where you had to like create a world and get everything constructed. I was like, how has no one else done this yet? Which I'm assuming by now it's just gonna be full of that minimal time. But I don't know, just thinking of it reminds me of that, is all I'm gonna say. I'm trying to decide if I want to play again, or if I just want to say, fuck it, that's actually a good attempt. I'm going to do one more. And I think I'm going to try timed mode, but I don't have a thingy ready for that. So we're just going to do pause mode again. Alright. I'm going to do one more run. Whatever happens, I'm happy, because I beat my prior record. I'll switch to Terraria probably after this. So we'll just wait for that. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Had to think about that for a sec. Oh, I went a little bit too early on that. That's okay. Okay, definitely not making mistakes immediately off the bat. Definitely not this guy. I'm mentally fatigued. Maybe this was a bad idea. Oh well, we're gonna get through it anyways. It'll be fine. Maybe it will not be fine. Sometimes when I make clicks, though, it doesn't actually register the clicks, and I get, like, really... It feels really lucky. Especially when it's supposed to be the right item, and it's like, oh, well, thank you for not, Thank you for not killing me off. New high score achieved! Fuck! Alright, that's fine. That's the one consequence of getting too fast, is you'll have to wait through that, and yeah, you can't skip through that. So it's like, oh god, here we go again. Could be... I shouldn't do the verticals just yet, but here we are, doing the verticals just yet. Yeah, and that's why. I feel a lot more sluggish on this attempt. Oh, and that was a guess. That should have been clicked because right as it was too late, I saw that there was one more column that could have fit the bill. I was like, oh, that's not good, but again, luck was part of the play right there. I need to avoid the verticals, actually. Well, I don't necessarily need to avoid them, but I'm going to. Focus on elements that are immediately available and ready to be determined is the best bet we can have. And yeah, I went for a vertical anyways. We do have that figured out, which is nice. A few other things amongst that. Oh, we only have the one page. Okay. That makes it a little bit easier. I was like, alright, it's in the next page. Wait, what do you mean there's no next page? New high score achieved! No! Okay. Horizontal only. Okay. We're doing good. I immediately went for a vertical. Whoops. Yeah, I tried to click without the hints. That is not easy. That's a lot you have to memorize too, or at least to be able to recognize off the bat. That is not easy at all. Okay. Oh, that was the wrong one. Okay. That was bound to happen at some point. Finally did. Finally did. Yeah, that's fine. We have a good start so far. Okay. I both left and right clicked for a moment, and that did not register whatsoever, so thankfully we're going to keep on going. Where is he? Right there. Okay, now we got the verticals. Actually, now that I think about it, I haven't checked recently for any records in this game, if people have tried to actually, like, speedrun it. So now I'm curious if they exist. It's been a while since I did the last one. So I'll check after this, I'll check after this run. If I remember to, at least. Someone remind me if I forget. Okay. That's okay. No more verticals after that one. That is fine with me, I suppose. You baka. I could not read that fast enough, Xenia. Sorry, I'll have to read it after this level. Rather answer, I saw it as a question. Please. Yes. Fuck, I feel the mental toll already! Beautiful. Beautiful. Are you running while playing this game? It feels like I am. With the amount of... Am I like breathing that hard into the microphone? Because it feels, again, mentally exhausting. Plus, I'm like tensing body parts up. I was tensing my leg up earlier. I don't know why my body decided to do that. But I was like, all right, I need to lock in. And I was like, all right, tensing muscles now. I'm like, no, wait. Which I feel, it reminds me of when I used to play OS. Kind of like those days where you're about to lock in for, fuck, I meant to right click. A full combo, and then you're just kind of locked in. Your body refuses to relax itself. Okay. Footprint, not too much we can get out of that, except for right here. I'm trying to look for other instances of where we can use the available hints. Like we have the last wheel right there, with the knife right there. This one's a lot easier to see everything in place, so thankfully we'll use that for the time being. Now we have this one. Okay. Nothing we can use out of that just yet. Okay. I may or may not just simultaneously be trying strategies in real time. It's like, why am I doing this now? I should not be doing this. Because I keep on staying at the timer, which is a mistake, because now I'm like, oh, I am behind in time right now. which is fine. That was an accidental miscalculation. Okay, whoops. This is a single miss round. Oh, we're already on the 8s. I didn't even realize we got that far already. Okay. Just looking through everything carefully. Beautiful. Game, stop scaring me like that. Stop telling me I clicked on something when I didn't. At least I hope that's the case. Oh, that scared me. That genuinely scared me. Alright. I'm good. I don't wanna, no. Alright, maybe I'm not mentally strong enough to do this too much today, so I think a one and done. We got one run completed. I think I'm happy with that. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna end stream temporarily. I'm gonna update stream and we'll switch over to Terraria. So give me a few minutes and I'll get that set up. For now, thank you guys for swinging on by. Whether or not I'll play this again, always a future decision, but we'll more than likely see this game again. Alright, see you guys in a few.